Yes, guys. Yes. Welcome to another show of Yardchat, guys. Thank you for joining this afternoon. Late evening. Yeah, guys. Listen, guys. We all aware of the cartel. No decision yet. We have to wait till Tuesday, June 18. I mean, we just have to wait and see the outcome, guys. So we're just gonna wait for some people to log into the chat. So what's going on, people? What's going on? What's going there? What's going on? What is going on? Enough love, guys. Thank you for everyone watching my video. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for everyone that's sharing the video. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, guys. Thank you for everyone watching the videos and everything like that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Listen, guys, we're going to get into the show today, man. We're going to get into the show, guys. We're going to get into the show today because we don't know the outcome next week, what the judge is going to decide in the Vybz Kartel case with his accusers. But all we know is this: it seemed like this case is becoming a medical case instead of a criminal case. And a lot of people acting, people, a lot of things. I'm not hearing none of these lawyers speak about their client or innocent. You understand? I'm not hearing them speak about their client innocent. All they're speaking about is some technical things that most likely we know that his constitution rights had breached, as they say. But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, guys. A lot of things behind, But we will see the next couple of weeks. Not couple of weeks, couple of days. Next week, we will see exactly what went down. And you know what I mean? From what I'm hearing, it was supposed to be the decision's supposed to be today. But listen, guys, something popped into my head this week. Listen, there is a strong possibility. We know, I believe they're going to be retrial, and also they're giving dates, all different type of dates, people. Or they're giving the rest of the defender like to next year, 2025, and I think 2026. And people hear this now. I don't want to come on here and sound negative, but I just want to share some light on certain situation where I don't see a lot of bloggers speaking about it. I don't see a lot of people on YouTube speaking about this. All they talking about, the case squash. But listen, we all know a crime took place, and Buchanan already state that he's going to bring his health complication, health issue into the forefront. And listen, we all aware that Kartel is sick. We all aware of that, people, and we all know that he needed proper, treatment, doctors. To my knowledge, he have his own private doctor, so I don't know what's going on. But they're saying that the treatment that he could, the best treatment is for if he's out and free, he could get better treatment for his illness, for his grave disease. But away from that, people, a lot of people not speaking about, especially on YouTube. I'm not hearing his lawyers speak about this, if these people are innocent or guilty. All they're saying that, and if Kartel do get off, it's on some technical. It's not about the case and the crime that we all know a crime went down, and we all know there is no body. But people hear this now. I think it's time for Jamaican people to wake up. I think Jamaican people to wake up, because it seemed to me, this case is not about justice no more. This case is becoming a puppet show. And because according to the judges, how they start off the case, they're talking about school is in, and I think these people is playing with this case. And I really think they really know what the outcome of the case is going to be. But I think I saw an article today, people, because one of the issues they were having, they was talking about, if you don't have your witness line up, don't come to the court if you don't have that. It's not going to be no retrial. The judge, Justice Marva McDonald Bishop, very stern lady by the book. I like the way she move in certain things, but in a way I don't like the way certain things are moving. because I cannot see how they're gonna make any special accommodation for Carter because he's sick. And we're all aware, and I'm not saying to be vicious and rude and disrespectful towards his health, but we all know that someone is not here no more in this dimension, which is Claude Williams, Lizard, how they want to call him. You know, he's not here no more. And we all know that he's not here, people. And it's time for Jamaican people to know that something happened and they have a witness. According to an article I read today, guys, according to an article, because the judge was asking if you don't have the, if you do not have the witness lined up and ready to go, don't come to court. The court, they know it's going to be no retrial. But the prosecutor answered back and say they have witness ready and line up. So to what Buchanan is making, Buchanan is just making a big case about his health. And it's not about his health. There was a crime committed, guys. There was a crime. There was a crime there. And the house get bulldozed down. And they're saying there's no evidence. But I believe they could do DNA evidence there. You know, I believe they have technology these days. They could find out what happened at that location. And so people, listen, hear this now. Today was supposed to be the deadline. That didn't happen. So I think what happened, I think when the judge was asking the prosecutor, do they have witness line up? There was some type of issue with that. There was some type of challenge and issue with that. But the prosecutor answered the judge, say they have witnesses ready to line up to go with the case. And the thing that a lot of people is not understanding this case, a lot of people is doing their own, I could say investigation, but they're doing going by feelings. And people, when I start doing these podcast show and and letting people know that you have to put your feelings aside. It's not about your feelings, how you feel about Vybz Kartel, his music and this and that. It's not about that. This is about a crime was committed. And one of the stipulation, the judges, these three judges, Fraser and Marva, Miss Bishop, they're saying that you have to come in with evidence for them to make up a decision. And to me, it seemed like a defense, the prosecutor came with some type of evidence today where I believe the judges could not make a decision. And I believe the decision will come if decision will be made. But the prosecutor, I believe the prosecutor is very smart. They're playing this game where they're playing where acting like they don't have evidence. But when the push come to shove, the judge asks them, do they have witnesses? They say yes. And I believe that was a monkey wrench that was shown in this. Esther Buchanan, the Buchanan came out of court today, people. The vibes I'm getting from this man, it wasn't a good one. It seemed to me there was some air that deflated out of this man. That is not, he's not at his peak when he was coming, oh, his confidence and this and that and this and that and this and that. And people don't forget when a judge started this case, she said she's going to school some people because some people don't have the proper information about law. And these three individuals, I think it's Fraser and Justice Marva Bishop, I think, and I forgot the other person name. They say they know the law. They know the law, and it was a waste of time for them to go and trying to get that, we call it corpus, whatever, a couple weeks ago, trying to get bail. That was just a waste of Vybz Kartel money. And also Buchanan is keep hammering home about his health, talk about his physical, we know physical challenge. He's speaking about his mental challenge, and he's speaking about the financial burden of Vybz Kartel. And people, I do not want to sound like I'm being rude and disrespectful, but if you are on charge for murder, you on trial, this is come with the territory, people. If you do not want to find yourself in this situation, don't put yourself around these type of people that you know they are bad news. And people, like I keep saying, not a lot of people, not one person, one of the co-defendant will not come out of prison because that individual have charges that that person got to answer to. So by the 18th, which is Tuesday, we will know the verdict, what the judges decide. And people, I believe they are inching towards a retrial because the appeal, when Vybz Kartel and the other co-defendants made the appeal, it was not about if they're innocent or guilty. It was about the jury tampering and the bribing of all of that. So I don't see where they're making a case on a legal side. They're making a case on a medical and mental status and stage of Vybz Kartel, which is a bunch of propaganda. This is not about Vybz Kartel medical. It's not a case about Vybz Kartel medical issues and challenges. It's not. And I don't want people to say, "Oh, Yardchat Whistler is so cold and hearted." No, I'm not. I'm speaking. I try my best to stick to the facts of this case. Don't let my personal judgment, come into this because at the end of the day, the judges that deciding over this case have to make a decision if a crime was committed or not. This is, and we all know about his constitution right was violated, was breached, as the judges stated. We all know that. But away from the charges, Vybz Kartel must answer to these charges. And people, I'm going to go back to my original statement. What I said, if you watch my platform and watch these videos, I am saying that Vybz Kartel have to take a plea deal because if you do not plead, because people, what people forget, and all these Gaza crazy fans, Vybz Kartel fans, keep forgetting that Vybz Kartel was convicted of murder and plead to a lesser charge. Because Vybz Kartel right now, if it wasn't for this appeal, Vybz Kartel is not coming out of jail until 2043 or 53. Don't quote me on that. 13 to 12 years, not even compare to what the amount of time they have left. And for them to overlook, and his lawyers, no one is speaking about their client is innocent. I'm not hearing the lawyers spoke about yesterday when they brought the case in front of the judge, saying that one of the individual, one of the co-accusers, I don't know what this have to do with the case. They saying that I'm going to read exactly what they said, people, because I don't see what that have nothing to do with the case at all. Nothing to do with the case. Nothing to do with the case. Nothing. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Hear this now. Hear this now, guys. Hear this. I guess this is Kiari Jones, the accuser in the Vybz Kartel case. He's talking about because he's been in jail, the lack of intimacy. Listen, you're doing time. Listen, listen. Didn't have time to start a family because when he went to jail, I think he was 27. Making a statement that they took away his chance to make a family and to be intimate and this and that. And the judge asked them if they have that privilege, and they don't have that privilege for anyone to come in to visit them to do that type of activities, figure of speech. You know what I mean? So I don't know what type of special privilege you want when you serving time for a crime. That's the problem. Jamaican people do not realize a crime was committed and they're not looking and say what happened to Lizard, what happened to his mother, what happened to his speaking about Vybz Kartel, but the appeal was not about if Vybz Kartel is innocent or guilty. The appeal was about his constitution was breached. Basically, it's not about a crime. And that's the reason why the UK did not let this man go because one of the stipulation, as I said before, that Vybz Kartel have to go back to Jamaica to answer to the charges. And that is where we standing right now, where we have defensive and the prosecutor is stating the case because the prosecutor yesterday stated the case and today they were supposed to state the case. But as I said before, I believe that they brought in some new things to show to the judge, and the judge cannot make a decision over that. They have to sleep on this one and come back on the 18 because we know they have to make a ruling, have to go in this case. And a lot of people saying that if Vybz Kartel attorney and his co-defendant do not like the outcome, they could go back to the privilege court. I don't believe so, guys. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. So You know what I mean? Like I said, none of the lawyers is standing on the ground of their client innocent. None of them. They're not saying that. All they're saying that the client breach of constitutional right was violated. And listen, guys, we have Justice Marvin McDonald Bishop, and we have Justice Paulette Williams, and we have Justice David Fraser, our expert in law, and will make their decision given supposed to be Friday, but it will given on the 18th, which is Tuesday, if I'm right, if I remember correctly the date. They are saying there's no need to prolong it. That's what the judge saying. There's no need to prolong this because they already know what they need to do. And I believe these people already make up their mind and really confide in the UK, because they're the one looking at this. And these three individuals are special when it comes down to law. So they will look at the evidence that they have now. And yes, people, they are not going to allow. From what I'm hearing, check this out now. A lot of people talk about the phone evidence, but hear this now. They distract or extract the information from the phone before all of that happened, people. Okay, so they have evidence to present to the judge, and Tuesday they will present the final evidence to the judge what they have, and the judge will make a decision. Because fortunately, I believe they had some surprising information from the prosecutor. I believe that. Yardchat personal believe that, because I believe they was ready to make the statement but they didn't want to come up with it with the verdict as yet, because they have to think about this one, because away from cartel breach of constitution right, there is no other leg that the attorney could stand on. They have witnesses. We don't know if they have DNA evidence, but I believe they do so. People, there's a lot of things that the prosecutor is not telling us. And the judge, especially Justice Marvin McDonald Bishop, warned the media and let them know that do not play or make a havoc of this, because she warned them. And so far, the media have been taking heed to what the judge directive was given the first day of the court. So people, listen, leave your comment. Let me know how you guys feel about this one, because listen, we all know a verdict will take place, and a lot of people are going to be upset. But listen, guys, the judges are giving out a lot of dates about one person going to be retrial next year, year 2025. Next person 2026. These are the things, but this case is not prolonged. This case is being moved along forward. But I believe when these two judges make the ruling this week coming up, a lot of people are not going to be happy with this ruling. You know what I mean? Some people are saying Cartel have to take a plea deal. You know what I mean? Listen, a lot of people, a lot of his fans don't know, because a lot of his fans do not want to exchange place with Vybz Kartel. Let's keep it real. They don't. Who would do that? Cartel is doing the time on his own. No one is doing the time but Cartel. And I believe for Cartel to come out of prison, he have to copy some type of deal. Because if he do not copy some type of deal, Cartel will stay in prison to the year 2043, when he be a very old man. Away from his lawyer making some leadway about his medical concern, the judges are saying, why cannot Cartel with his personal assistant get the treatment that he need in jail? But they're saying that it's not available. So the judge said, if you have your private lawyer, why can't you get the treatment in prison behind bars? And people, a lot of people saying there's a probability that Vybz Kartel get bail. I think that's off the table. There's no talking of bail. I don't believe Vybz Kartel is going to get bail, because hear this now. If Vybz Kartel was going to get bail don't have nothing to do with a decision. It's a decision that these three judges got to make. Say, okay, let's give this man bail. No bail talking, people. Even though they mention it today, but no bail. You are not going to give a person that charged with murder bail and been convicted of people. People don't understand. In the year 2020, in the year 2011 or 20, when they got convicted, 2014. I'm not quite remember. People, don't quote me on these dates. Don't quote me on the dates, but I think it was 2011 when Cartel got convicted. Cartel, I think he pleaded to a lesser charge. And so, therefore, if you plead to a lesser charge, you saying that you are guilty to the charges. That is what he's saying. So, this appeal was never about Cartel. You know, yes. What this guy said. Um, Watch, look, and listen to much criminal support in Jamaica. That's is the island. Yes, true. There's a lot of criminal. There's a lot of activity in Jamaica. There is a lot of criminal activity in Jamaica, and right now we that's one of the issues that we got to speak about in a future show about a lot of the criminal in Jamaica, how they're going into the dance hall and reggae and making a havoc of it. Because what it is, you have people who are criminals way before there was artists, and they carry that nasty and disgusting behavior into that entertainment world. So hear this now. The question is why the defender is not mentioning anything about his client are innocent. Because they cannot mention that, people, because we all know, and we all know Jamaican people, we all know why Vybz Kartel lawyer and the other lawyers are not making an argument for their client to be released because they're innocent. We are not hearing that argument. All we hearing the argument is about Vybz Kartel Health, who said they've been in jail for so long that they didn't have a chance to get married, have kids, and this and that. Listen, we all know bad people know bad people, and good people know good people. And listen, like I said before, we all know. So that's the question that I'm asking the defender. The defender. Why? The question is, why is not Vybz Kartel lawyers pleading that he's innocent? If they are so-called innocent, why he's not pleading that? And also, if Cartel do get off, it's on a legal technical issue here. It's not about the case and the charges. And I believe these three judges are very, very smart, very smart, very smart. They know something went down. And we're forgetting these people know the law. And we're forgetting again, they know that something went down. And that's why I'm keep repeating myself, people, because we all know something went down. We all know that. We all know that, guys. That's the question we gotta ask. So right now, I believe Vybz Kartel will have to take a plea deal. If Vybz Kartel want to come out of jail, he have to take a plea deal. I cannot see where justice. That is one of the argument Justice Marva is making. She's saying that justice, one of the issue of this case, she said justice have to interest of justice and for the people. So if name of justice, if we believe true justice for Jamaican people, we have to look at this on a reasonable mind. Forget about Vybz Kartel is a dancer, entertainer, famous person. Forget that. Think about this on a criminal law aspect of it. We have to look at it like that. We are not lawyers, but we have to look at this case as lawyers. What would a lawyer do? What would a judge do if they know that somebody was killed, somebody got murdered? That's what Jamaican people forget and not looking at that someone's life was taken, and they overlook everything else and looking at, oh, his right was violated and this and that. Listen, even if his right was violated, what about the crime? That's the problem. And right now, people, I do a lot of shorts. I do a lot of shorts, and when I put a lot of shorts, and people, the information I'm getting from these shorts is not a very good feedback for this person, for Vybz Kartel. And I keep it real. I'm dropping the name Vybz Kartel. A lot of people in Jamaica do not like the vibes that Vybz Kartel was giving out. And my platform is to share light on darkness. People, I am not favoring Vybz Kartel. I'm not favoring to the prosecutor. I'm not favoring defendant. All I'm favoring is for the truth and the righteousness and fairness to prevail. That's what my platform is about. It's not about my personal liking for cartel music. Yes, I'm not a cartel fan. I listen to cartel music, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. All I know is that a crime was committed, and somehow, the Jamaican people got bamboozled and thinking this crime is about Vybz Kartel personal rights was violated. No, this case is about Vybz Kartel committed a crime with three other co-defendants, and they got caught up and they got sentenced, got convicted. Even though there was a lot of mishap in the case, the bribery, the jury, the tampering, all of that, we understand all of Marva McDonald Bishop. She's aware of all of that. So what they have to do now, what these judges have to do, these judges have to look and see if a crime was committed. That's what they're looking for, people. If a crime was committed, and even though we do not have a body, because we all know Vybz Kartel house was burned down and bulldozed down in Jamaica a couple years ago. Then a couple years into as time passed, we had a fire at the Vybz Kartel lawyer. All the documentation was burned up. It wasn't just Vybz Kartel case got burned up. They had another individual there who was a criminal that have important documents that was burned up too as well. But beside of all of that, we are living in the age of technology where everything is stored iCloud and this and that. So nothing is really stored on this. Most likely hard drive they probably did and paperwork, but everything now is paperless. Just like they have cashless society, they have paperless where you could go in online or in what you call it, iCloud and pull your file. So I don't think, but all I know is that somebody was trying to get rid of evidence, and that's how it is, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Thank you for the comments. Make sure you press the like button, guys. I saw like 14. It was 14 people in the live. Only got 3 likes. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? I want the video to go out there, guys. You know what I mean? I want the video to go out there. So, guys, what do you guys? Leave your comment. What do you guys feel about what's going to happen on Monday or Tuesday? Because from what I'm hearing, a decision will have to make, guys. They're going to have to make a decision. So one of the defendant. This is one of the lawyers saying one of the defendant where they making a legal argument. Kyrie Jones, one of the accused in the Vybz Kartel case, has told a court that he have been deprived of the opportunity of intimacy and to create a family. Hear this now. That's what that is what they saying here. And so that is where we at right now, guys. That is where we at right now, guys. So you know what I mean. Like leave your comment. So this is what happened on Tuesday, guy. See, this is Judge Marva McDonald Bishop is setting some ground line because she had a couple things that some guidelines that she on this what happened on Thursday. Justice Marva McDonald Bishop, who is leading a panel of 3 judges, declared that there will be no retrial if witnesses are not found. According to the Jamaican Gleaner, McDonald Bishop precise that it will be a waste of court time if the prosecution had to like go find witnesses. But according to an article, the prosecutor said they have their witness. This court will not send in any case to Supreme Court again to sit and wait until witnesses are found. She's very stern. Justice McDonald Bishop report cautioned this morning, joining hearing to determine whether the man ought to be retrial. So she's very, very stern. And also, we have Claudette, the new DPP. We had Claudette Thompson. She's in the house. She's the one that is, the prosecutor on this case, and she's in court. And she will make more argument Tuesday on the 18th before the judge rendered their verdict. So, guys, thank you for joining this afternoon, guys. I'm not going to be long. I'm not long on these platforms. Guys, I will sooner or later I will be having a phone line. I will people to call in. I'm working on that because I'm sure that a lot of people in Jamaica want to voice their opinion, not just Jamaica alone. Anyone, could voice their opinion on this platform. So I'm working on that. I'm working on getting a phone line so people could call in on live shows, focus on live shows maybe on Fridays. But the phone line is coming. So we want people to call in. We want people calling from all over because I want people calling from Japan. I want people calling from the UK, Jamaica, wherever you are. I want you to voice your voice, your view, your opinion on this platform. And people, I know I have some new audience now that following Yardchat. Thanks to everyone that's following me. Thanks for all the subscribe. Make sure you press the like button, guys. I'm going to do a show what Yardchat stand for. We all know what Yardchat stand for. I said it a couple of times, but I don't know. I'm going to say it again. You are responsible daily challenges at time. That is what Yardchat stand for, people. So right now, Vybz Kartel and his 3 other co-defendants or 4 other co-defendants, whatever, they have to be responsible for their action. They have to be held accountable for their action because guess what? We all know that something went down in 2011. Over 12, 13 years ago, we do not know where Lizard body is or where the person called Lizard is. We don't, nobody know where he is. So it's time for Jamaican people to wake up, like they say in America, smell the coffee and wake up because guess what? We cannot support bad behavior and negative vibes because Vybz Kartel music was not my #1 music to listen to. And these are the things that nobody want to speak about. Yes, we know that he have his personal his personal opinion, how to create his music, how to sing his music or whatever. But we as a public have our personal view on his music. So guys, thank you for joining this afternoon. Make sure you share, like, Thank you again, guys. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion on the view of the Vybz Kartel case. But I believe Vybz Kartel will be charged for the murder of Lizard with his other co-defendant, guys. Thank you for joining this afternoon. Make sure you press the like button, subscribe, and share this video, guys. All right.